AG Labs, my name is Ben. Hello, welcome to the Microsoldering Show on this beautiful Friday. Today in the morning we just want to fix an iPhone 7 together, which was mailed in because it doesn't boot anymore. So I only read the receipt or the paper and it just doesn't work anymore at all. And I want to check first by using the amazing ICC Pro if duck flex and USB charging IC, USB control IC, not charging IC, USB control IC, in this case TriStar is okay or not. So let's check that and we see all okay. I love the ICC Pro. After that we just open the device and let's see what about that. Yesterday we just did a live stream on Instagram. Today I think we will do it again. And yesterday in the evening I did a short live stream at home with my kids. So, okay. The phone wasn't opened before, like I think, because the glue was really hard and it doesn't look like anybody was already opened the phone to see for fault. Okay, let's check what we have here. I want to get it to power supply. Okay, we have no short. And if we boot, we have a stuck at 143 and we see that. Okay, I just want to get a test battery. Okay, what about let's check. Data are not important, but if they would be on the phone it would be okay. So I want just to see what about an update. Do we get an error if we try to update the phone? Is an update possible or not? And after that I can say more. It's always in these cases, I just don't know what the customer did at home. I only see a phone which was mailed in because no function. It has a function. It's just in the restore mode and I just want to see if I can get the data. So unpacking the software is done. Now something should happen on the screen of the phone. I just try to get that for you in that way. Okay. Waiting for the iPhone. We got an Apple. 4013. It's just crazy. How many error 4014 I will get within the next days. It's crazy. It's really crazy. The next error 4013 in the video. We had an iPhone, yesterday we had an iPhone 7 with this error, like I remember. Day before we had an iPhone 6, the day before we had an iPhone 6s, so does it make any sense to do the next video on error 4013? I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay, somebody was already... No, I thought somebody was already doing something here, but no, that's okay. So. Error 4013. Again. So I think we do it in that way. I just fix that phone fast, and while the restore is running on that phone, we just fix the next one. Okay, so we got a video with 2-in-1, and that's okay. And so I don't have to waste this video, because I didn't know that we have an error 4013 again on this phone. If somebody had written this on the form, I had not started repairing that phone now in the video, because too many error 4013. It's crazy, really. I told you in the last videos, normally if you got one error, it occurs a lot of times, and then the next days you don't see it again, and after that you get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 10 devices like ever, or 20 with the same error. It's always in that way. Okay, let's just check. Just cleaning the underfill. You saw it in the video yesterday, and you saw it in many other videos which I made about that error, or NAND errors in general. It's always the same. Clean the underfill. Capacitors loose, but it was before, so no problem. I will just pin that on later. And now we just have to take out the NAND. Okay, done. Just take a picture again for Instagram. I think the people on Instagram can't see anymore these NAND repairs here. Okay. I can't see the NAND repairs anymore too. Just want to fix some advanced errors. Not only these NANDs. I hope for CPU error in this case. So Friday morning, first thing we do, CPU would be really nice. Somebody asked for the temperature which I use on cleaning and taking out, and sorry, but I can't tell you any temperatures in my videos because other people come here to learn these things and they pay money for that. So I can't tell temperatures and give you detailed informations in videos because other people come here and pay for learning that. So that would be just not fair if I would tell you about the temperatures and about how to do. I show you in the videos so you can have a close look. Perhaps you see something which you think it's okay and you can use it for your repair. But I don't do communicate which temperatures, nozzles, airflow and things like that I use because it's just not fair. Others pay money for that, and they would ask me, hey, why I come to you and I give you money for learning micro soldering, and you go on YouTube and tell them people things which I have to pay for. So, and I think that would be just not correct. I hope you understand that. It's not a bad intention of me. It's just to be correct to all people. One capacitor is loose. So I just want to get that soldered down again. Okay, and now we just check if we can read the NAND. Okay, NAND is readable. And we do extract and write for the sysconfig. Done. Now we just clean up the NAND. Okay, just moving away the glue in some areas. Done. Okay, and now we just do a rebore. Rebore of the NAND flash. And we already hear that somebody's coming in. I think that should be Andy. Early in the morning. So we just take a little bit of morning. This is our pretty Andy. The only one who comes at work earlier than he should come. Well, he has to come. Because he loves micro soldering, I think, I hope. Or perhaps because he loves his work. I don't know. Blöder Spruch. We don't have any Überstundenkonto here. Okay, now we just do the rebore. Warum bist du so früh dran? Looks clean. Now we just do a picture and solder that tiny little NAND back to the board. Done. Okay. So, just taking the next phone. It's no signal issue on an iPhone 7. No signal on an iPhone 7. We will fix that as next. And for this phone, I just want to start getting in a battery and plugging in a cable. So let's see what iTunes means. Okay. So, and we start with that phone. What about that phone? iPhone 7, no signal. Can I start the phone? Can I boot it up or not? Yes. I just want to see if it got an EMI or not. And I just want to clean the back of the phone. Don't know why people do things like that. Such a nice phone, and they glue something on it, and that just doesn't make any sense for me. Mais oui, it's Friday, and on Friday I go to the barber shop. Okay, I need my spatula, and on this iPhone 7, well, perhaps we don't have to do the signal issue because we got still the error 4013 on this iPhone 7. So I get the no signal issue back to the box, because in that case it could be interesting. What do we do if we could read the NAND and we placed it back and we got still this error? We just take it out again. Andi, hast du einen 128er Speicher da? Für iPhone 7. Gut, 64. Nur zum Testen gerade, oder 256. Ah ne, da habe ich selber. Und 256. Okay. So. I just want to take out that NAND again. Having a look for another NAND. Let's have a look if we got a readable NAND here. No, this NAND isn't readable. What about that? It's 32 gigs. Okay, it's just for a test. So it's just for a test, because we have to take a look for 128 we have here for sure, but I just don't know where at the moment, so I have to search later. So in that case I can read the NAND. The NAND is readable, but I get error 4013. Okay, could be interesting. Okay, we write the underlying partition onto this 32 gigabyte NAND. Just turn off the JC, reball this NAND. Ilya's at the barbershop too today in the morning.
Yeah.
He just wrote into the group. Okay, I didn't clean this NAND before, but I saw that on one pad there isn't enough solder. Not a problem. Yeah, now it's okay. Done. Get the NAND down to the board, solder it down. Don't need a microscope for doing that. And let's see if it works by using this NAND here. And if not, I got a solution for that. Okay, done. And if it works, I just take this NAND out and get another 128 gigabyte or 256 in it, and put the data on it and just restore the device. So you see how different NAND repairs can be, or repairs in general. Same error code on iTunes as yesterday for the iPhone 7. Exactly the same error code, exactly the same point where it breaks on iTunes, but different problem. So, and now this is what I wanted to see. Other NAND error 4014, and it stops before the flash begins, and that's typically a problem with the CPU. Disconnected CPU. So God heard me today in the morning. Take the shield out, clean the thermal paste, clean the CPU, and now we just go under the microscope. And we just clean the glue. having a look that the coils are not weak in this area. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Using the ICC Pro. If you want to see Andy again on YouTube, just give me a comment please under this video. I want to see Andy again on YouTube. Okay, done. Now we just take out the CPU. Done. CPU out. So we just need to clean the board. Using the brush. I miss my old brush. Yesterday, after 2 years of use, it breaks. Now I have to use a new one, and it's not the same feeling as with the old one. I'm really sad about that. Can you understand that, Andy, that I'm sad about my brush? Yeah. Okay, and again using the brush, the new brush. Oh, it's just not as effective as the old one. And now we can just clean the rest. Oh, wrong nozzle. Okay, done. Now I just use my brush for cleaning. And you see my old brush just worked much better. But it's okay. Good morning. So now we just clean up the board. Was Pommes there?
No.
Why? Okay. But tomorrow Vormittag we are not here. You not and me not. Because we are at Opa. At Grandpa. Or did you forget about that? Huh? Yes. I hate this brush. What? My old brush was much cleaner. But okay. This is okay, I think. Yeah. It's okay. Just doing a picture of that. Now we just need to clean the CPU. And I can still prepare the stencil for the rebo. Here we having a look if it's clean. Oh, it looks okay. David, do we have? Ah, I have, okay. Contact PCC here. You have to choose private. Ah, okay, then it works, yes. Because if you take business, you can't see the list, I don't know why. Okay. That's okay. And now we just have to wait. Just have to check something here. Okay. Pretty Andy, what are you doing? Short on an iPad? Stuck on an iPad. Which iPad? The white one. Stocks are bad on iPads. Really. Mostly RAM or CPU issue, and on an iPad Air it just doesn't make any sense. Ilya's at the barber shop today in the morning. I'm really interested in how he looks when he comes back, if we if we recognize him or not. What? No, no. Oh. Wie du denkst, frag Andi. Okay. Just brushing the CPU. After brushing the CPU, just take a little bit of contact cleaner and clean it one time. And now we should see a pretty clean CPU. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks good, I think. one little piece of dirt here. But I think this looks really, really good. No pads last, just used the eye brush. And now we can just use our stencil. And reball the CPU. Okay. Now we just reball the CPU. See, it's no problem to do it fast. Now we just have reballed the CPU. Good morning. Just a little bit of flux in here to get this ball fasted. And now we just take a wipe, cleaning one time. Morning, Kyle 57. One more time, flux, and final step is just to reflow with stencil one time. Done. And after that we wait a short time again. Clean the CPU or the stencil. Take out the boards here. That's pretty important. And now we can just, good morning, we can just give in a little bit of flux. We got one crown pad missing here, but that's not a problem. And we can now get in flux to the whole CPU. Here at one point we have to take a little bit more, and here at this edge, and here, and then we just reflow. And do you see that on the top? Do you see that here on the top? Thanks. Do you see that here on the top? I just didn't saw a small ball which was between those both. So no problem. We just take this out because it's hot, and as long as it's hot we can do it easily. And we just sit on two new bolts here. This can happen if you don't have a close look. So one. One. And one and two. Okay, it's done. Same size for the balls here. No ball bigger than the other. Great. Okay. So I think that's the way your CPU should look like. Great. Now we can just having a look for the board, because we have to finish the board. I just want to take one picture. And now I want just to check if the board is okay. And it is. And we have the flux on the CPU now, so we can just solder down as long as the board is clean. Recheck that. See a little bit of dirt at one area. Exactly here. And here. And now it should be okay. Yeah. Now we can just get down the CPU. A close look for a good placement. And if you see that it's laying correctly, you can just solder down. Just wait until the flux melts or the flux comes out of the edges, and then you know that all is okay. See, it's good. Solder has been melted and CPU is okay. Have a look from the side and you see it's perfect. Okay, balls same size, no connection between. Looks good. Now we just need to restore the device with this new 32GB NAND, and after that I put in the old 128, and perhaps I can save the data in this case. We will see. Good morning. Oh. So now we just do a restore of the device, and Ilios has a new hairstyle. Where did you wear? Okay. Good morning. A new guy is coming in. Okay, now you see, boom, back to life again. The phone is working. So that's nice, and I just want to do the restore now, and after that I will replace the NAND and the phone will be fully working. You see the bar appears now. So this was the point where the restore ended up before. You see that? I hope you can see the bar, because at this point before already error 4013 occurred, and now I can completely restore the device. We can wait for that, it's not a problem. We have already 1 hour video time. I don't think that it makes any sense, because you see, I show it to you. Can you see that? I think yes, it works. Okay, and before the system began with the NAND flash, we already had this error 4013, and after that, after I changed the NAND, we got our error 4014, and that's typically for these CPU related issues. So if you got an error 4013, always think it hasn't to be the NAND. It can be cold solder under the CPU too, and then you have to know how to solve. If you want to learn things like that easily, no. If you can't do it by yourself, you can mail it to us and we can fix that. That's the first point. That's the first point I want to say. The restore runs, so I think we are done with this video. I will post you some some pictures of the repair later on Instagram, so you can see all is fine with the video and things like that. If you want, now we are at the point, if you want to learn things like that easily, you can do that at the Board Level Repair School Germany. And if you are working at the repair industry for smartphones and tablets, you can just join our Facebook group, Smartphone Repair Group Germany. I would be happy to see you there, but please answer the questions, because otherwise we can't accept you. I'm out. We see us with the next video, perhaps CPU job, I don't know. Boom! Back to life again. Here's Ben.